Oh boy, what a mess. You guys watched the Miss Universe 2015?
There are 2 women left, Colombia and Philippines. One of you is about to become our new Miss Universe. Good luck to both of you. Miss Universe 2015 is Colombia! Okay, folks, I have to apologize. The first runner-up is Colombia. Miss Universe 2015 is Philippines. I will take responsibility for this. It was my mistake. The first runner-up is Colombia. It is my mistake.
Steve, you had one job. Just one job? But not today. Today we will talk about the winner. And the winner is Gem Titanium by Mark Bugs. You have seen my gem videos, right? Got a new package today. Oh yeah. This is the Titanium edition. The limited one. Ships UPS. 2 days to the door. Mark Bugs. So first thing you see a sticker from Mark Bugs. This is the first time I'm saying this. And here is the tin. The famous Mark Bugs tin. So, oh yes. The spares baggie, yes, he has started including it now with the package. And here is the star. Everything titanium. Oh man, this is light. Feels weightless. And this time the logo print is also different and it's looking more classy. It's absolutely classy. Oh yes, now we have a serial number. Overall, everything looks exactly the same. The same drip tip. Yep, but titanium. This is a little darker. The stainless steel one is a little lighter than this one's. So the shade is a bit darker. Same AFC control. Oh man, this is tight now. Yes, it is tighter. The previous one, this was a little bit smooth. This is tight. Same principle. Top filling. Threadings surprisingly smooth. Because titanium, it's not like stainless steel. It's a little, squeaky. But this one came out nice, easy. AFC ring. Well, enough of it. Let me wash it up, take you closer, and this time I'll build it with stainless steel mesh. Hang in there. So here you go folks, all washed and ready. This time I'm not going to name the parts because if you have seen my previous review, I have done all that. So now straight, let's assemble it. Oh, by the way, the glass is absolutely neat cut. The finishing is perfect. In the forum, people had issues. How is the spare glass? Yeah, the spare one is also perfect. well cut and flame polished. I love this tank section. This is the best thing. This is a class act. Well, this time I'm going to fix up this one, not the glass one. The drip tip is also neat, absolutely. Lightweight and pretty wide bore. I think the bore is same as the previous. Or maybe, I don't know, this looks like to be a bit more opener, more wider than the previous ones. So how do you assemble it? Okay, this is the main chimney section where the deck goes inside and sits. The deck is same. The only difference that I'm finding is I feel the deck is more shinier. This polished area looks to be more shinier than the stainless steel one. This is titanium, no doubt, because absolutely lightweight. It goes this way. This stud and this notch matches up like so. Then you put on the AC ring. Now there is a groove cut here, and this AC ring has a metal stud, and this is the rubber piece which gives it a little bit of friction. So this metal stud moves around this groove. So you have only that much the AC ring can move. See? There is an arc here. Fully open. Finished. That's it. The fully open position is absolutely matching perfect. It stops there. Well then, put on your base plate. Now you have a choice of two. Either you take this one, that 21 mm hybridizing one with the WAE, which should go like this, or you can use the 510 one. This is the 510 one, in which case you will remove this screw, put it on and put the 510 screw which is here. All silver plated. But I'll be using the hybrid one. So hybrid base goes in this way, it just threads into it. Like so. This is way tighter than the previous one. Yep, I really can't move it. Only after assembling the whole thing, you'll get the leverage, I think. Absolutely tight. Good. The juice feed hole is larger now. Oh well, what changed? Let me put a splash screen. So these are the things which has changed now. Not very many, but some substantial ones. So you have the juice feed hole which has changed, and the chimney has a number. My number is 186 of 206. Like I was just telling you, it is a limited edition. There will be just 206 units made, no more. Well, after that you mount your tank. I'll be mounting the metal tank, not the glass tank. So metal tank, how it goes, the pointed corner goes down like so, and then you have the top piece. This is all O-ring press fit. You got to fill it. After filling, use the top cap. Didn't I tell you the threadings are smooth? No squeakiness, no sound. Absolutely smooth. Then the drip tip. Pretty tight fit drip tip. So here you go. The gem is ready for rebuilding. So like I said, and I had promised in the forums, I'll be making a Mesh Wick today. So using a 400 gauge SS mesh, and the coil will be 28 gauge nichrome. So for the wick, I'll cut a piece of SS mesh, roughly about 4 centimeters length. Remember, the length is as per the weave of the mesh, because it will be rolled this way, this way. So this is how the cut goes. This is my piece. 4 centimeters, and the width is to 3 point something. approximately 3 centimeters by 4 centimeters. Now you guys know, in a traditional mesh wick, you make your wick first, like so, and then wrap a coil around it, and that you mount it on your Genesis tanks. That's the traditional way of doing it, right? But I do it the Peter K method. What Peter K method says is, you wrap your coil as usual, mount it on your deck, and then drop a SS mesh wick through it. That's what I had been always doing during my Genesis days as well. So I will use the Peter K method. So let me wrap a coil first. 28 gauge, wrapped on a 2.4 mm screwdriver. It will be something like this. Then putting it between tweezers and squeezing it, pinching it. You all know how to make a coil, so I'll make it fast forward. So this is how my coil looks finally. Now time to remove the deck and mounting it. You can use a nail or a screwdriver, flathead. This is the positive screw. It has an insulator here, which isolates the post from the body. Let's open it up. And this is the negative screw. This sits right on the body. Let's open this one also. Now one thing to note is, this wick channel is exactly 2.4 mm. This screwdriver is 2.4 mm on which I had wrapped my coil. This sits perfectly here. So the gem is fit for a coil which is maximum 2.4 mm diameter, because we want our coil to sit inside this well, not upwards. Now folks who prefer 3 mm and above coils, naturally their coil will be sitting up, which is not good for the gem. The gem performs best when the coil is inside. So let's mount our coil now. So this is how my coil will sit. The screwdriver sits right in the channel. One leg goes this way, the other leg is this side. Both legs closest to the post. The head is facing down. So let me wrap the first leg. This is the positive post, so positive leg. Negative post, negative leg. Holding it tight, like so. Tighten the post down. Cranked it down, like so. Separate this leg, turn it, get ready for the other part. Same procedure, use a tweezer to rotate this leg, wrap this leg around the post, apply enough tension, keep it tight, and then fasten the screw down. Same way, crank it down. Absolutely tighten it. Like so. Separate this leg as well. My coil is well mounted. Now you can use a wire cutter or you can wriggle the legs out. One down, second down. Here is the coil. Point to remember, the coil head is facing down. The legs, the wire legs of the coil is coming from top, this plane. So now let's give it a test fire. So what is the reading? 1 ohm. It's a 1 ohm coil. And glowing away to glory. No issues. Now time to get the mesh ready. Now preparing the mesh. By the way, the mesh gets prepared in 3 stages. First is rolling the wick. Second is oxidizing the wick. Third is quenching the wick. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here was my piece. Once again, 4 cm by 3 cm, roughly. The first thing, we will little bit of dry burn it, so that if there is any machine oil and all, that goes away. For which, hold it between the tweezers and my trusted lighter. Nothing fancy equipment needed, no torch needed. I have a torch, but I don't use it. The lighter works just as good. The opposite side. That's good enough. Then give it a slight crease at one end. A fold roughly about 1 mm, like so. And then crease it. Like so. So one end has a fold, perfectly creased, the other end is open. Now this is the end which is going to be the outers of the wick. This end onwards I'll start rolling it. So for rolling I'll be using a needle to give it a start. And then I will roll it over the needle itself. So my wick will be a hollow cored one. Can you see how it has started? Just ensure that it goes equally, the roll is equal from both the sides. Like so. Then you can continue to roll it. Remember, the needle is still inside, so it has a hollow pinhole through and through, all across, like this. It's a tube. Now remember, with mesh, when you roll it one particular direction the way you started it, it gets tightened. So this is now tightened. Once you mount it inside your coil, if you feel it is loose, you can always roll it the other way, then it becomes loosened up. So after you have done rolling the wick, there are 2 important things to be done. I have to oxidize it and I have to quench it. I'll show you what I mean by that. Here my roll is ready. My wick is ready. A semi-hollow one. So for oxidizing it, you'll need some juice and your trusted lighter. So holding the wick from one end like so, I'll drop some juice on it. And burn it off. And repeat the process once more. Repeat this process 3 times. Rotate it and once more. Now it has started soaking the juice. Previously, if you had noticed, the juice was lying atop. Now it is soaking in. See? This is the third and last time. Ensure that all juice is burnt on the exterior as well as interiors of the wick. Like so. Now is the third step, quenching it. For which I'll bring in a glass of water. 3 times quenching it. Make it hot. Make the wick as hot as possible and dip it in the water. Shake all the excess water off. Wipe it off with a tissue. Repeat the process again. This is the third time. 3 times the charm. And dip. So that's it. Our wick is ready. Wipe it off. That's about it, folks. Now it is ready to be inserted inside the coil. Remember, I'm using the Peter K method. The wick will be inserted into a pre-built coil. Firstly, moisturize your coil a little bit so that the friction is reduced while inserting the wick. Then insert your wick while slightly rolling it like so. Remember one thing, that it should be tight fitting. Not very tight, but not loose at all. Now while doing so, if you think that the wick is now thin, it's going more smoothly, for example, that means it is loose, in which case rotate it the other way around. Remember, mesh wick, once you rotate it the other way, it opens up and then it will become tight fitting, like now it is. Can you see that? It is tending to move the coil. That's what we want. So here is the wick inserted. So the next step is to cut this wick exactly to the brim of the deck on both the ends. But no, don't do that. If you do that, your wick will be exactly to this size of the deck, and that could cause a problem while you are inserting it into the chamber. Remember, it is very tight fit. So my way of working is pull it backwards. Make this end, any one end. Make one end a little short from the brim. Little short. And now cut this part to the brim, like so. So this side is now cut flush. Thereafter, using your flathead, slightly push it, ensuring that the both sides are sitting well within the brim, like so. This is very important, folks, because if it is exactly to the brim, there is hardly any margin of error in this tank system, in this chamber. So if it is little protruding either end, while you are inserting it into your deck, there are chances of mangling it up, which will mess up your coil. Remember one more thing, this is not going to short. Mesh wick doesn't short, because once you have pulsed it, which I am going to do now, once you have pulsed it and converted the mesh wick into a wick, it is like cotton or rayon. The whole thing becomes inert, non-conductive to electricity, but conductive only to heat. Now time to pulse it. So for pulsing, let's assemble it into the rebuilding adapter. Put on the base plate. And hybridize it on the WAE. You can use the 510 adapter base plate and use it on any mod. So let's see the resistance. 1 ohm. And how is it pulsing? You can see a hot spot. If there is a hot spot, slightly strum the coil. Eventually you'll get it. Remember, it is pulsing. Don't keep it continuously fired. You can spread out the coil a bit. It is time consuming, folks. Mesh wick is not easy, but the final fruits of labor is much pleasurable. See, getting up. Yes, all good now. Evenly glowing. And we are good for assembling it into the tank. One final look before the deck goes inside the chamber. Now remember, there is a stud here and there is a cut here. These both should match. They should align up and marry up properly. Using your nail to align both of them together. Here. And then put on your base plate. You can use any base plate. I'm using the hybridizing one. You can use the 510 one as well. Tighten it down like so. There is absolutely no gap. And now you will find the AFC ring pretty tight. So there is no way this AFC ring can freely move. Now the AFC is closed. Very important while filling. Keep the AFC closed. Air hole closed. Now time to fill it up and take a vape. Oh, I love this logo. So this is G, E, and this is M. That's how the logo is. Gem. Open the top cap. Fill it up. One thing while filling, did I tell you? I think no. Keep the air hole closed. Clean it up and then put the top cap back. Reverse it. Tighten the top cap. Open the AFC. And keep it in this position for some time. And then turn it. Make it the right way. Attach on your mod and take your first vape. Let me match up the logos. Here. WE and the gem. Still reading okay? Yeah, 1.1. And the first vape. Nice clean taste. Amazing. The cleanest taste of your juice you can ever get. SS Mesh. So now you know, right, how to make a SS Mesh Wick in your gem. Too good. So Corex, why SS Mesh? Well, there are three reasons. One, you get the fullest taste of your juice. It's absolutely drinking from your bottle. Neat and clean, crisp taste. Mesh has always been such. People who believe in mesh, they know that you get a better taste out of mesh. It is no cloud chaser's dream. The gem is not a cloud chaser's idea anyway. But you get modest vapor out of it. It is a taste which draws you to the SS Mesh Wick. Number 2. Easy to maintain. Now as your tank gets dry or you feel that your coil is getting gunked up, dry burn it with the mesh. No issues. So one hassle is gone of re-wicking it. This coil and mesh wick will last you months. In some of my ADs, for example the Peter K's Vapor V4, I have the mesh wick running now nearly 1 year I think. I just keep dry burning it and washing it at max with soap and water. So it lasts you for a long time. Though microcoil has made our life much easier, you just keep re-wicking, the coil lasts you long. But now even the hassle of re-wicking is gone. You just dry burn it and once in a while wash it up. Good. And the third benefit is a warmer vape. Mesh Wick always provides you much warmer vape than what you would otherwise get from rayon or cotton. This is a warm vape. So people who like warmer vape, mesh is the way to go. So you got three classic benefits out of mesh. 1, you get a better taste. 2, easy to maintain. 3, warmer vape. That's the reason we go for mesh. Tasty, I tell you, tasty. So let us recapitulate about the gem titanium. Classy looking fella. Absolutely lightweight. Everything is titanium in this. The deck, the tank, the top cap, the drip tip, everything. Insulators are PEK, like I had told you in my previous review of the gem. AFC has become a little tighter. The juice feed holes inside the tank is now 2 mm. So it is larger than the previous version of the gem. Filling of the gem is easy. Accessing the deck, the best. There is no other addy which you can, while a tank is full, you can just remove the deck, take a look at it, re-wick it, put it back. I think I did a video. Everything I could do it less than 5 minutes while re-wicking it. So it's one of the most easiest one. And smexy. Gorgeous looking piece. Though it is darker, in my case, the titanium one and the steel WAE2, there is a color mismatch. But folks who have the WAE titanium one, this will be the same color. Threads are absolutely smooth. No squeaky noise. I don't know how Mark Bucks did it. Because titanium always gives that, quack, crack kind of sound while you're threading it in. This was smooth. No problems at all. So I'm mounting a titanium thread on a stainless steel thread. Titanium male on a stainless steel female. Not bad, vapor production. What do you say? So that's it for today, folks. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. And before I say goodbye, Merry Christmas to you and your families. I hope this Christmas and the forthcoming New Year brings you all the happiness that you deserve. Peace and prosperity. Bye. Remember, vaping is a healthier alternative, and we have the right to make that choice.